Good morning, one and all. This is Oliver, and you're welcome to the Pen Doodling channel, where, well, I anyway try to unwind for an hour or two. What I want to look at today is if you have tiles like tessellations and you want to show them in a three-dimensional way, like on a sphere, how are you going to do that? Now, firstly, if you like this channel, if you like what I'm doing, if you like doodling with pens, be sure and subscribe to the channel. It just means that you're telling YouTube you like this type of stuff. Now, to start this off, I'm going to use a compass to make the circumference, the outline of the sphere. I just find it's easier to do that than to try and do it freehand. And to make things, I suppose, more accurate, I'm going to put in two axes, a vertical and a horizontal axis. Now, what we're mostly doing today is in pencil, and the reason for that is because I'm going to scrub this out at a later stage, and this is just a guideline for when I'm going to use the pen later on. Now, the reason I'm doing this as a voiceover after the fact is because I forgot to switch on the microphone. I'm new at this particular setup that I have here, and okay, just bear with me for a while I try to get all these things sorted out. Now, I just took figures at random in terms of what the sizes of these were going to be. I just took an A4 page and then took a diameter which was going to use up a fair amount of the page. That's all that there is to it. There's nothing sophisticated now in what I'm doing. I'm just noticing here that it's kind of hard to see the pencil mark, so sorry about that. Shall we say, such is life. Now, if you look upon vanishing points where lines are going to vanish, I decided it would be better not to have them vanishing right on the circumference, but it'd be better if they were a little bit off the circle, that I thought it might look a little bit better. And then I just pick on each one of the axes where I want my first tile, the top and bottom of the tile, to appear. So this will be the biggest tile. If you think about the globe, the one in the middle is always the biggest one, and then they're going to get smaller as they go left and right and up and down. Just for simplicity's sake, I just marked the same ones. Gave it a good mark there. And I did it freehand, just gave an idea of, well, what will the curve look like going out to that vanishing point on the left, and then continuing what is going to appear to be going out to the right. You don't have to be ultra accurate about all of these. This just happens to be a thing that I like doing. I like drawing curves. And if you're not used to doing this, before you start, get out a rough sheet of paper and just start drawing different curves, put in different points, draw a curve between the two different points, things like that. Now, what you want to do after that is sort of grade the lines from now on so that the tiles will become progressively smaller. Now, I think I've spoken enough at this stage, so why don't you just relax and have a look at this. If you have pen and paper, take it out, follow along. Try this as well yourself. What I like about doing this is it gives you the ability to unwind, just to forget about everything else and concentrate on what you're doing. Just goes to show you can't stop people interrupting you there. Text message after coming in, but we'll ignore that. I love this part of it where you just get into the mood, ignore what's happening outside, draw your lines. Some of them are going to be totally wrong, but it doesn't matter. That's not what it's all about. Like I'm using a compass here to copy the dimensions from one axis onto the other axis. Axes. If you don't have a compass, no problem, use a ruler. Or in fact, just do it by eye. Because in this case, looking back, I didn't get my dimensions right. They weren't reducing the way that they should have reduced, but that didn't matter. I still took it as a nice exercise. And that's what I like about doodling. You can't really make a mistake because nobody knows what you're trying to do except yourself. And I was happy with it. But now, I'm going to sit back now and just let it all develop. Alright, we've got all the contour lines in, and what I'm doing now is just erasing the north-south and the east-west ones because they are not part of the tile. They were just guides at the very beginning so that we draw the other contour lines correctly. So it's important to, I find, if I don't rub that out now, I have an awful habit of putting in marks there where I shouldn't. So I'm just going to go ahead now and continue and I suppose go over the whole lot now with a black fine liner. I think I'm using a point, what am I using? I think it's a 0.8. No, it's not. I think it's a 0.3 that I'm using. So that is for the size of one tile. Now, there's no need to do this if you have some other design, and at the end I'll put links to 2 more videos that I have where I do tessellations in different designs based on this. Well, almost finished this stage. All I'm doing is filling in the last of the circumference. Something I sometimes forget to do it, and then at a later stage I've tried to fill it in without the pencil mark there to guide me. It's great having that pencil mark. But that's it, finished. We've got everything done now, everything that needs to be done, just a little bit of cleaning up. And that is a good basis now for the next phase of it. As I say, all done now, bar the shouting. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like these type of videos, be sure and click on the subscribe button. Give a thumbs up if you can. Some comments in there would be great as well. And don't forget to click on the bell. That way you'll be informed automatically when the next video comes out. Now, the next one is going to be, in fact, I've got 2 in mind for this particular one. 2 different types of tessellations, which I think you'll find quite interesting, and they'll be out, I'd say, in a day or so. So till we meet again, all that's left to say now is Slán Tamil, and thank you very much for watching.